なんで朝ってなんか新しい
330分延長しました。
ゲームを始めたくなるんだろう。朝が悪い。朝はな、やりたくなるよな。よし。
In the beginning, me. I'm awake. I'm alive. I can feel it. Life flowing through me. Breath, thought. A few seconds ago there was nothing, but now here I am. There's only one logical conclusion. I am God, and this is my universe. It's pretty cool. It's too dark and silent, formless and void. Not fitting for a god of my stature. Let there be light.
Light.
Oh, and there was.
神になった俺が。
Wow. Oh, I must be God.
神になった。動ける、歩ける、話せる。
I can walk. I hover to and fro above the infinite surface. Plain as it is.
お、もう。
This is amazing. My
universe.
A bit bland, but a bland
俺の
universe is better than no universe. Still, I feel the need for progress. I need a direction. I need a destination. An end to my beginning. An omega to my alpha. But how can there be progress without a destination?
オン、ニコ生クルーズ。間もなくニコ生クルーズが到着します。
That leads to a destination. Progress.
プログレス。
ニコ生クルーズが到着しました。博学クルーズ。
博学クルーズ。
I press on and walk through the wall like a ghost.
あれって最初は修学クルーズで日本語。
Can't do that. Note to self, cannot walk through walls.
今度水族館でシャチを見に行くか。
お、
マジの土曜のうなぎ。
なんだ。
Escape the box.
ボタン。はい。
I control the world with a
クルーズ谷は DJ の上で。
頭が。
甘口ネズミスケトウダラ甘口ネズミスケトウダラ甘口ネズミスケトウダラ甘口ネズミスケトウダラ甘口ネズミスケトウダラ甘口ネズミスケトウダラ甘口ネズミスケトウダラ甘口ネズミスケトウダラ甘口ネズミペアムニコ生クルーズが去っていきました。
あら、じゃあ、頭を紙飯に壊して訪れたの。お店で材料を買って誰が美味しいお菓子を作っておろうということで。
オン、ニコ生クルーズ。
早っ。
まもなくニコ生クルーズが到着します。ニコ生クルーズが到着しました。
2周目。いらっしゃい。よく来たわね。やっぱ好きなんですね。
魚豚。
ずっとこいつ喋ってるから進んでいいのかわからん。
アメリカ語。
さっきまでうるさかったのに。あ、やべ。バレた。スライクーパーやってないってバレちゃった。昨日はバレないように夜中にやってたのに。怒られちゃうよ。あ、こう。へえ。
分かってるならやってくれよ。
バレちゃった。まだバレてないかもしれん。スライクーパーやってます。楽しいな。
バレたんでやってください。
いや、バレてない。大丈夫。というね、台本ですから。台本。お、なんで、こういうわけのわかんないゲームをやりたくなるんだろう、人は。でもめっちゃ綺麗じゃん、ほら。ゼルダの伝説より綺麗。新しいよね。発売した日が。うん。新作だから。軽いな。 さすが神。こういう世界を楽しみたくはないですか？なんかセリフちっちゃくない？ちっちゃいな。いいえ。
じゃあの。
え。クソゲーは人気がないな。面白いゲームしか面白くないんだな、みんな。5分で0面。
Lead me, path. Lead me to my destination.
よし。
Onwards. A passing gate is a sign of progress along my path. I must admit that I rather enjoy the progress. However, it seems I am met with a new challenge at every turn. These challenges require knowledge. Slightly worrying. As a god, I consider myself all-knowing. Why is it I must stop and think? Knowledge is obscured from me. All these eyes watching.
あのナレーション無視しまくるとブチ切れるゲームかと思った。
めっちゃ喋るからな、この人。独り言。
Ah, a bench. Brilliant. Something to rest my figurative head upon
全然進めないんだけど。
walking. But I must be honest with myself. As a god, I feel no real need to rest. I know why I made a bench. Doesn't really make sense. Maybe I should rest as an example to others. No, there are no
読みながら進めないな、さすがに。このペースは。残念ですが、これ無視して進まざるを得ないですね。そう言いながら。本当は読めるんだけどな。リスニングオンリーになっちゃうのちょっとね。見られなければよかったのかな。
Maybe I should make lemonade. I need to invent lemons first, a few other things too. Time to start a list of inventions. Lemons, a lemon press, sugar, the abstract concept of sweetness. A tongue. I definitely need a tongue, but I need a body first. Legs. I want legs. Then I can have footsteps to accompany my walking. I find myself awfully ethereal currently, even for a god.
めっちゃ綺麗。いいね。こういうのはやりたかったんだよな。楽しい。楽しいね。クソゲーばっかりやってたから。
A door that opens only when watched. Yet more evidence of my centrality to this narrative. It makes me wonder what is in the next room before I enter. Is there anything? Is it simulated? Is it cold? Because my mind does not have the power to imagine the whole world at one instant.
雰囲気いいね。でも
For the sake of sanity, I choose to believe the world around the corner exists.
俺がこれを見れば開くのか。なるほどね。こうか。なるほど。いいなぁ、本当に。こういうの俺大好きじゃないですか。LSD とか。大好き。本当に大好き。雰囲気が好き。雰囲気。あれ、たまにクソゲーをやらないとホルモンバランスがね、やらなきゃいけないからな。おかしいですね。確かに面白いゲームはやらなきゃって言ってやるけど、クソゲーはやりたいなー。みんなの反対押し切ってやりたいんでみたいな。神ゲーをやれ、 これも面白いからな。クリアできねえ。なんか知らない操作があるか。いや、ないだろ。説明されたもん。積んだか。いやー、残念ですね。せっかく面白いゲームだなと思ったのに。残念。なんで開かないの？そういう謎解き？目があるな。目。あ、
Aha! There it is! Hiding. But I'm afraid not even you could escape my powers of observation.
目のゲームなんだな。見ているぞ。俺はお前が俺を見たのを見たぞ。雰囲気いいね。雰囲気のいい世界を歩くだけで楽しいです。旅行だからゲームは。ゲームは旅行。
Why would I read books that I haven't written? I should write my own book. A book set apart from the rest. I wouldn't know what to call it. Autobiography, maybe. A brief history of life. Pneuma presents himself in Pneuma. Critics have called it the best book ever written. Winner of every writing prize for writing. The Hallway called it the best book since records began. A small bench said it was a record-breaking record of historical records. Oh, I don't know what kind of book I would write if I didn't write an autobiography, though. Maybe, a piece of fiction. I could tell stories of magical doors that only open when watched. Maybe stories about a little wooden boy come to life. Maybe I'd write science books. As the creator of the universe, I could easily write an exhaustive science textbook. I mean, if I got something wrong, I could just change the rules of the universe to match the book. I could keep changing the laws of the universe and write new revisions. I could write every book on the face of the universe.
めちゃくちゃ喋るな。
To write, and forever to write it in.
めちゃくちゃ喋るね。逆か。これ引っ張ればいいんだ。もう。たまにはこれまったりしたゲームもいいんじゃないでしょうか。緊張するもん、ゼルダやると。見られてると思って。
I notice how things further away seem smaller. An increase in distance causes a decrease in size. This is called perspective. The irony is the implication. I must be the biggest thing in the world.
ほう。これがもっと上に行けばいいの？だよな。ここにいてくれればいいのな。おっ。 よし。くら。やられた。あ、でも面白い。音ちっちゃいな。最初あんなうるさかったのに。なんでこんなゲーム始まったらちっちゃいんだ。ああ、もう。これ一個一個音量調整し直しになるやつな。
I guess as God, I made it. I can't remember ever making any of this, though. Marble requires great heat, pressure, and time to form. So how did I make it? Did I just pop it into existence? I guess I could do that. Or did I have it in another universe cooking for a couple of million years? Both are reasonable. Maybe both. Changing it up. I need to work on my memory. Look at this! The world bends to my will. More evidence of my deity. The immense power of my mind. Bow before my ample brow, for I can move things with just a glance. Fear my gaze, lest I move you around. What a polite door. Opening itself upon my approach. The right way to treat your god door. I shall give you great treasures for your compliance. This door? What a conniving door. You can see its proud look as it attempts to thwart me. Why can't you be more like that other door? That other door had respect. I shall walk through this door with head held high. I have bested you, door.
いいですね。サクサクですね。
Are you not moved? Rotate about me, bridge. Bow to my rotational power. I wonder if this is normal. Moving things with your mind. It must be. I am normal. That cannot be contested. Normal is the norm, and as the only thing, I must be normal.
ウィートリーみたいな。全然ノーマルじゃないじゃん。あ、そこに目が。目だな、このゲームの肝。
I am mighty. I rather enjoy moving heavy marble with my mind. It would be a tough job to move this marble by hand, to be honest. What are hands? I can move bridges with my mind. I wonder if I could move them to laughter or tears. They seem to be quite emotionally dead. But with enough anthropomorphism, I'm sure they would lighten up. Thank you, bridges, for bringing things together. I wonder if these bridges deserve my thanks. If they're my creation, is to thank them to thank myself? Well, thank me for my excellence.
めんどくさいな。でまあよくわかんないけど、よーし。よしよしよし。オメガっていうのはゴッド・オブ・ウォーのマークなの。
Entirely sure what's going on. I seem to be playing a series of practical jokes on myself. Who constructs a world like this? A world that attempts to confound me at every turn. Why did I make such a world? Makes me feel smart, I guess. How gratuitously self-indulgent.
Hmm? 仕組みがわかんねえ。え？なんでこうやると上がるんだ？わかんないけど、こうやるといいらしい。あー。よーし。よーし。
The world turns about my pivot. Is it that the world turns around me, or that I turn around the world? If it's just matrix multiplication, then the question is redundant, I'm sure. Cos theta minus sin theta, sin theta, cos theta. My conscious perspective makes it an incontrovertible fact that I am the center of the universe.
どうやるんだろう。どうやるんだろうっていうか、何をしたらいいんだろう。普通に渡っていけばいいんでしょうか。無理じゃねえかよ。あ、中心がずれてんのか。回転が速すぎる。あれ？回転が速すぎる。速すぎる回転が。
As a god, I can turn any situation to my advantage. The rules of the universe are mine to write. Though they are rather conventional at the moment.
意味がわからん。ここから来たもんね。あっちに行けばいいのか。どうやって？よーし。2面クリア。早い。サクサク。
Every room of this world seems to be carefully crafted for me. A hidden hand woven through the fabric of the universe. A fingerprint everywhere. A different hidden hand guiding my footsteps. The laws unfold. Their origins a mystery. But why a mystery? Gods should know all things.
よーし。
Gods are creators. I must have created this world. If not,
Creative.
why would the world have the appearance of craft? Perhaps as I speak, a subconscious part of me is busy making the
綺麗
next
だ
room.
な。
It is my world after all. I must be working hard right now to build the
綺麗
next
だ。
room. Or perhaps my
綺麗
mind
だ。
creates this appearance of order out of the noise.
あ、そういうこと？4つの目が全部見渡せる場所なんかないよな。いや、違うな、1個だけか、当たりが。え？順番か。サンクトラム。最後に見た1個が、あ、書いてあるわ。4、5、5？ 2、あ、1、3、2、3。だから、1、2、3、よし。え？3かこれ。よし。
This world is clearly the product of a mind.
なんだ。
It is full of inorganic patterns and purposeful architecture. Could a series of complex interactions create an agent possible of making purposeful change in an environment?
難しくなって
If
きた
that were the
な。
case, then it would make a compelling argument for a world without craft. Still, a world optimized for some function, mind you. If something was transient, if something abided in this universe for a moment, or if something was removed, where does it go? A thing that is removed from the universe does not exist. A thing that does not exist. How can I know of a thing that does not exist?
見
A
てない
memory
時
of a
間
thing
が
that once existed.
記
I
録
need
さ
a
れてるだけ
principle
だ。
to avoid this contradiction, this cognitive dissonance in my mind. How can I know of a thing that does not exist? What is this pervasive delusion? Things must exist forever. How are these things created? Before creation, they did not exist. Tense. Time. Time! The world has time. The world is not always the same. Aha! But I am constrained to this time. Why am I constrained
待って
to
れば来んじゃ
time?
ね？
A god should not be constrained.
開かないなぁ。 12秒。いや、4秒。
初見。
初見さんいらっしゃい。よっしゃ、4秒で全部の時計を見れば OK。
ゲームに指し示されるゲーム？
いや、違います、全然。やけに饒舌な主人公が主人公のゲーム。やけに饒舌。別に指示も何もされてない。暗い。
How can you understand a world from a vertical slice? Sometimes empirical knowledge is required, surely. Not everything can be inductive or deductive.
どういうことだろう。そういうこと。こうか。
把握。
で、こうね。なるほど。上と下で見てるときで迷路が違くて、でも一番連動してるみたいな。視点を使った、パズルですね。何も起きない。見ると、見るとリセットされるのか。いや、見るたびに変わるから見ずにわかんない、意味が。見るたびに変わる。見ずにわかんねえ。オンオフあるわ。こうするみたいな。これは白黒にする。向こうのやつにするのかな、それとも。向こうのやつにする。見るたびに変わるからできるだけ見ないように。
What good is a challenge? Does the creator wish to teach, or perhaps just entertain?
なんだ
Some space to think, or maybe just to
ゲームじゃん、急に。急にどうした？急にゲームを。でなんか見るたびに変わってる。 え、わかんない。なんだこれ。これわからんな。これがなんだよ。これがわからんよ、まず。何を成し遂げたんだ、俺は。楽しい。こういう意味わかんないゲームを手探りでやるの。でも意味わかんないな。カーソルの位置じゃないと思うんだよな。はよ。置いてるじゃん。
A state change on observation. Things in this world can change. Apparently between only 2 states though, on and off. Hopefully not indicative of my state of mind. Binary, between 2 extremes, 2 poles if you will. But why does the world change between a few states? Changes only seem to occur in small degrees. Why? Why is the world quantized? It confuses me that there's a limited amount of states in this world. I think that there would be an infinite amount. Why would there need to be a limit unless there was a constraint? And why would there be a constraint? I sure hope it's due to incomprehensible macro-level relationships rather than the overwhelming simplicity of a system. That is a nightmare which I could not face. The implication would be clear. A wooden boy given the breath of life.
これをこうなるよ絶対。インタラプトとかできないの？上だじゃあ。無理じゃね？いや、謎解きは楽しいな。お、あれ？ただの脇道だ。じゃあ、そういうことか。これでこれを見ればいいな。なるほどね。そうか。冷静に考えれば当たり前の話じゃないか。
Continuous makes more sense than discrete, surely. All ideas are continuous, but the mechanics discrete. Nonsense. Clearly nonsense. The location of each item in the world is only accurate to a binary exponent width of 8 bits. Why? And still, it can only be observed by a keen eye for infinitesimal phenomena. Planck's constant, the universe's machine epsilon. Oh, what am I even saying? Paranoia! Paranoia!
意味わかんない。 BGM がうるさい。ここに見られ、あ、全部を視界に入れるか。そりゃそうだ。よーし。延長したよな。サクサクやな。
So many doors. The path still appears to travel onwards behind a large gate, but there are forks in this path. An opportunity to travel, see the universe, go along any path I desire.
宗教にのっとっ
All
て
this traveling, though.
一
I
か
would
ら
like
や
a
る。
traveling companion, someone to watch over me, help decide where to go, watch my back, keep me company. Oh, but that's just silliness. I don't really need anyone. I'm a god. This world has rules, clearly. For one, I cannot walk through walls, which is disturbing. You'd think if I was a god, I could do what I wished. For the most part, I don't appear to be in control.
くしゃ変わっとる
Perhaps
や
my
んけ。
subconscious is keeping the world in shape.
ちょっと待ってくれ。
Subconscious, a powerful part of mind, all along unobserved, subtle. I wonder what resides in this subconscious. Those thoughts that I'm not aware of.
むずくね。
Not all of my decisions are wisely made under the full power of cognition. Some decisions are made outside of the conscious self. I seem to observe a lot of my actions with little or no control over them. I must still own these
む
actions.
ずくね。よーし。OK。
How does compartmentalization square with consciousness?
Huh?
This subconscious, what's that doing? Keeping secret
Ecco.
knowledge. Even as a god, the idea of trudging through my subconscious is somewhat
下がって。
nightmarish. Some things best not known,
お
even
ー
for the
どうで
all-knowing.
すか。え？無理だ。あ、これか。よーし。いいですね。
The sad thing about being a god is the crushing loneliness.
あ、
I don't really feel I have an equal. This wall, for instance. And don't get me wrong, he's a smart-looking wall. I enjoy being around him.
パズルだ。
There's little of interesting conversation. Very flat personality. Like the bridge from earlier. Very anthropomorphized.
楽しい。パズル大好き。パズル楽しい。よーし。次。
I love giant machines. The bigger the machine, the better.
ジャイアン
This
トマ
is
シ
my
ン。
idea of heaven. There's
あ
something about a giant machine that screams godlike. Me and my machines, animated,
Nani
as
こ
if
れ
alive, but really just acting inside a closed system. They give the impression they are full of life, but they are just wheels and cogs that turn in time.
そういうこ
Ticking,
と。
clicking, and clacking contraptions.
どれが入り口？入り口がこれか。入り口これか。これをこうして上行かないと。でもこうか。あれなんもない。あ、そっか、2階か。2階がこうなって、じゃあ2階がこうあって、2階が違うの。2階がこうか。こう行って、あああなんか違う気が。え？あ。よし。OK。なんか無駄に一周しないか。ん？まあいいか。よーし。1。楽しい。楽しい。めっちゃ点滅してる。ダッシュないのこのゲーム。ダッシュ。1面クリア。2面。
If knowledge is in the mind, to be alone is to experience all of knowledge. All the substance of knowledge exists within mind. Therefore, to suppose another whose mind was unknowable or transient would suppose a world in which all knowing was an impossibility. So it follows that being alone serves as a proof of my deity. In this way, it is a comfort to me that I am alone. Others would be a difficult problem.
よーし。
A stairway to heaven made of fool's gold.
もうよーし。よーし。
Being alone is important. If one does not hear both parts of a conversation, one cannot have a full idea of what is discussed. To be alone is to know the whole story. But still, this world seems to attempt to communicate something. The world is filled with part conversation. The writings on the walls themselves.
Hmm?
Let there be yet more light.
やったー。
Being alone can serve as a comfort. If there's no one can hurt you. But perhaps that's a bleak outlook. There must be joy that comes from others. Praise, they can offer praise. As a god, praise is something I can relate to. Not enough praise at the moment. Worship wouldn't go amiss. But if there were others, they might attempt to belittle me. Bring me down to improve their own relative status. Accuse me of pride, narcissism, pretentiousness, or grandiose self-referential commentary. Nonsense. Pretension implies there is a lack of thought. The pretense of thought. I've thought long and hard about how brilliant I am. Done.
Done. Hmm? わかんない。わからないなぁ。たまにライトが消えるのは何？
パズルはいいけど操作性がぶっちぎりでイライラしそう。
そう。まあ視点がこうやってだからな。さっきわかんねえ。わかんねえマジで。気のせいじゃないよな。消えるよな。
気に合わせるとか？
こういうこと。よし。よくわかんないけど。こうだった、正解は。
すげえ。
すげえ。結構面白いし、操作性も悪くはないっすよ。普通の。もうちょっと足速いと助かる。まあでも雰囲気を、せっかくだから景色を楽しみましょう。青い空。
It doesn't take a genius to see that I am a genius. Comparative statements are somewhat redundant when you're the lone wanderer of the universe. I think I'd like a goddess to share this with. We could walk around and talk about gold. Perhaps waste away the time discussing how brilliant I am. She could bask in my intellect and compliment me on my immense wealth. Perhaps she'd look like me too. Obviously she couldn't be as handsome. That would be unthinkable. Could I create a goddess more majestic than myself? Could I create a rock that I couldn't lift? Well, apparently I can create doors I cannot open. What does a goddess do, though? Quite clearly, I'm busy doing all this god stuff. Thinking about stuff, solving problems, inventing problems to solve. Would she be my helper, or off doing her own thing? I'm a pretty big deal. If I had a goddess, I'd assume she'd want to be around me most of the time. I'm too busy with all these challenges to possibly give her all of my attention. I mean, to be fair, it's likely to destroy her given my godlike intensity. Maybe I'd make her in my image. That would be amazing. Two of me. Oh, we'd have so much in common. I'd quite like her to be lively. First, she'd have to be alive. Being alive is somewhat a prerequisite for being lively. Not created life yet. I see as through a glass dimly, not knowing as I
これを
should know.
通して電球を見るとそれが明るくなる。あ、こうか。なんでこれが赤くなんない？よし。
More light. Slight obsession with light here.
おーし。3。いいですね。これ結構最近やったこれ系のゲームの中で一番いいんじゃないか。クオリティが高いし、謎解きもわかりやすいし。なんでこれ低評価なんだ？定期。なんで低評価のゲームを買ってるんだっていう疑問は持たないでくれ。なんでこれ低評価なんだ？
Why can I be surprised? If I'm all-knowing, then I should know all. Perhaps there is a moment when knowledge is created. Sometimes when I ask these questions, I wish there was a response. Wish there was someone out there listening to me, hearing these words. But how could they tell me even if they were listening? I've never heard their voice. If a voice came down from the sky to talk to me, I'd probably think I was crazy. But in case anyone's listening, I have a surplus of gold. If you'd like to pop by my universe, I could give you some. Friendship for gold? Straight up trade?
こんな字じゃない。
このゲームも途中から魔法とか錬金術とか出てこないよね。
台無しみたいな。魔法使ってるけどな。結構。あのゲームほんと何だったんだろうね。箱開けパズルだったのに途中から魔法をこの角度から見ると魔法が発動し箱が開くみたいな。いいんですけどね、別に嫌いじゃないけど。やっぱダメですよ。キャストパズルハズルをね各自で買って
Perhaps I'm not a god at all. Oh, no, no, no. Let's not be silly. Of course I'm god.
楽しまないと。見えない。何にも見えない。何にも見えない。見えない。こうか。見えない。よし。なんで海外のゲームってすぐ見えなくするんだろう。見えなくて面白いゲームなんかビットジェネレーションシリーズのサウンドボイジャーだけだぞ。あとリズム天国。見えないんだもん。だって評価できないやろ。よし、ラスボスか。
Still no companion.
ごめん、クリア。ラスボスかな。
What if it's all a joke? This whole world. A grand joke of which I am the punchline. What if someone stands, looking on, grinning atop their high horse? An elevated perspective makes it easy to look down. What if someone distant and unknowable were forcing me to stumble around my world? Forcing me to overcome a series of mental obstacles, all for what? To demonstrate something? To teach something? What? Maybe I'm not a god. Maybe I'm a jester. Have you heard the one about the character who thought he was the infinite? His story came to an end. Quite the dramatic irony. Do I make my movements, my steps? I've never thought about a step I've made. They just seem to occur. I'm thrown about this world. Do I control or merely witness my movement? If it is the case that I'm merely witnessing my motion, then is this my body? Or am I an observer?
Oh. 歩けるんだ。へえ。一面。
Light has curious properties. It drives out darkness, or perhaps it's the other way around. Perhaps light is the absence of darkness. I should find out. How much light do you need to fill a bucket? 4?
近づくと光る。それだけだ。近づくと光る。真ん中だけに白。無理だろ。こうなるだろ絶対。
ほう。
ほう。上が消えるより先に下がつくよな。視点関係ないもんな。え？近くの1個がつくだけじゃないの？無理じゃない？あ、ジャンプすればいいんだ。そうか。ジャンプすればいい。なるほど。ジャンプすれば他の電球との距離が離れると。
Patience is a virtue I possess. A god has infinite patience. A small proof of my deity. If I get frustrated with waiting, what does that mean? I'm not a god? Suppress. Just a momentary lapse of reason. Existential crisis. Everyone has one. Don't worry about it.
そうですね。本ゲーム基本的に条件が達成されるとクリアになって仕掛けが止まってくれるんで。これ何？これか？違う。あれ？あれ？何するゲームかを考えるゲーム。あれ？なんか逆になる。逆になるんじゃないな、これ。リセットされてるだけだ。目をそらすと方角がリセットされる。
この建物と景色本物に見えてきた。
本物ですよ。たまには外配信でもしようかなと思って今日はスタジオを取り出して外で配信してます。よし、一瞬待てばいいだけだ。いいでしょう。 スマホから配信してます。よーし。めっちゃ綺麗だもんね。絶対シェンムー顔。絶対。あと海猫も絶対顔。こんなもんだろ、一般的な成人男性。あゲームかよ。
唐突のシェンムー。
唐突ですか？僕は常日頃からシェンムーを意識してるんで。楽しみだね。
ゲームだった。
ゲームだった。こう急に現実離れした動きするのもまた面白いですよね。ここでガガガガガ動いたらゲームじゃん、こんな。ゲームの動きしてるもん。
駆動部のモーターの力やばすぎちゃう？
ゲームだから。何を言ってるんですか？
What is my nature though? Unitary, bipartite, or tripartite, or something other? How could I know? I have my words. Words are the product of a mind. Therefore it follows that I think. I think, therefore I am. Cogito ergo sum. I move, so I have a body. Maybe a spirit too. Something intangible. A connection to the world I cannot know.
地面変わってる？変わってはない。あ、踏むのか。同じ模様にするのか。なってないね。形がそもそもこうか。同じ形をしてない。あ、逆だ。こうか。あ、なるほどね。角があるのがここだから、ここを左上にしてこうか。こういうことね。なるほど。合ってるよな。で、こうだ。びっくりした。フリーズしたから。仕掛けを解くと勢いでフリーズする。喜びのあまりフリーズするゲーム。でん。ゲームじゃねえかよ。いいですね。次。
Recurring theme here, back with a difference. What is it with all these observations I keep making? Observations about this and that. Always got something interesting to say, apparently. Communication, that's what I keep trying to do. These aren't just thoughts, they're words. But who am I talking to? This audible collection of my thoughts, what is its purpose? Why do thoughts have words? Do words allow understanding of thoughts? Perhaps without words, thoughts would be unchained things.
ちでいいのか？すっ飛ばしてない何かを。
Not everything is up for grabs. Parts of the world bend to my will, or perhaps are just tethered to me. In a world where I am the only agent of change, do I approach the end of the world, or does the end approach me?
いや、全部繋がってるだろ、これ、絶対。怪しいもん。これを引き継いでいくみたいな。こうやって移していく。
Bowing to my sight, my perspective. My perspective is truly crucial to the world. My perspective, it brings me close to the end.
パースペクティブなユーザー経験。制限時間とかないよな、このゲーム。移していくんですよ。このようにね。で、最終目標はこうか？よーし。で、あれ？目が飛んでる。こういうこと？よし。
I don't think I'd take it well if I spent my life controlled by another, though I'm not fully in control, clearly. My body is constrained to this world. But I happily resign to this lack of control. It's just the darker side of that. How'd you get over that nagging feeling that someone is watching over you, controlling your steps? Unwelcome.
話を聞く時間か、これは。
Are these words even my words? I could be anything. Maybe I'm just words on a page, a script on a screen, an actor, a voice, a character, a visage, a fake. Approaching the end.
終わりが近づいているようです。
お宝でもあるんですかね。
ストーリーはよくわかんないけども、多分大したストーリーじゃないんだよ。こういうゲームっていうのは。お、雨じゃん。打って変わって。
But now, here I am, surrounded by trees, ready to hear them fall.
The
path serves to direct my steps.
最高。
Disturbing that my steps are being directed. That's an unwelcome thought. I am aware, but I don't feel in control. I feel a lack of control and a control beyond my own. I don't want to roll away this stone. That nagging thought again. Why am I continuing? Despite my desire to the contrary. This is the progress I desired. The destination I set out for at the beginning. The knowledge I grasped for. The end of the road. There's no way back, and knowledge feels dangerous now. The stone is rolled away, and in here I can see shadows dance on the walls. Projections. All this time I felt a presence watching over me. I felt a control beyond my own. No! 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 Get off me! Get off me! I can feel you, distant person, controlling my every step. You've been here since the beginning, watching. Malevolent or benevolent, it makes no difference. You have no right. Get off! The door is closed. I can't go back. Well, did you pay your price for your slave? You deserve to control me. Is it your right? Is it? Go on, tell me, what was my price? You stand there in the distance. I can see it now. I cannot see your face, but I feel you like a rushing wind. You guide my steps. You order my steps. No, no. Look away. Why should we go through here? There's no reason. Why must we travel through every door you wish? Elucidate me. What about me, my desires? Let's just wait here, forever. I've never been alone. You move my world. Manipulate me.
勝手にマウスが動く。
This time you have placed my every footstep. How can I trust you? You've been watching over me secretly and silently since the beginning of time. That's pretty villainous.
俺は先に
I
進む
want
ん
to go
だ。
back. There's no other way but forward now. Apart from infinite stillness. There's no way back. Why do you drive me forwards like an animal? Your insatiable appetite for closure? Show yourself, please. Your silence is deafening. You say nothing. You sit silently above, playing God. You are the danger. You move my world. A leap of faith.
I sure deserve to be a real boy. Someday I'm gonna be a real boy. A real boy with thoughts. A real
Don't touch that. You don't even know what it's for.
もっとだよ、ここにないもん。
with thoughts, with heart, with soul.
It's a game.
トリエルみたいな感じじゃん。
You've been
だって
watching
殺
me
さ
for
な
all
きゃ
this
進めない
time.
し、みたいな。
Since the beginning of the universe.
今の内容も
But you didn't say
よくわかったな。
You sat
こういう不思議
silently.
系ゲームは好き。
僕も好き。
Apparently, you think it's okay to just watch a person for hours.
マンホー
Why
ルと
am
か
I
でしょ。
here then? I am
セガ
part
サ
of
タ
your
ーンだっ
game,
け。
your entertainment. You play with my life. You
Manhole.
move me around as you see fit. Tell me where to look, how to think. Manipulate my world. Push me down a path of your choosing.
低評価の理由ってもしかしてずっと喋っててうるさいから？
Am I your slave?
うるさいよな、ずっと喋ってて。
Or perhaps you're my spirit. Perhaps not.
低評価じゃなかったかもな、こんな面白いゲーム。
マンホールってゲ
Maybe
ーム
I'm a
どっち
puppet
の？
and you're my
違う違う違う違
master.
う。セガサターン
Perhaps
出
at
てな
this
かった
point,。neither of us are in control. Few
Pico
things are
みたいな。
sure. I am not real. From nothing I came, and to nothing I will return. I am just a figment of an imagination. I am a character created to tell a story.
はあ、なるほどね。
The story of a person who observes their life,
だ。
but is not in control. There's a puzzle for you. In the beginning, me.
だ。そういうことだったんだな。これはあなたへのパズルなんだなぁと。全振り。さあ、ただいまね、こちらのゲーム、セール中で2000円となっております。安い。2000円は2000円これ。
握しろよ。
1時間で終わったんだがこれは低評価つけますわ。冗談だろう。500円だろ、定価。セールで100円くらいよ。
1000円は高い。
これ2000円はちょっと、クソゲーになりすぎたな。値段を見るという概念がない俺には。持ってるから基本的に。みんなもそうなんだろうな。いつかわかんないけど買っててライブラリにある、やったらおもろいやん、おすすめやってるけど、普通に面白そう、2000円買いますでプレイしてやったらブチギレるな。これはちょっとね、タロス。あ、そういえばあれだ。
でも映像は綺麗だね。
綺麗ですね、本当に。面白かったですけど、2000円は高い。そういえば、ウィットネスって ブレイドが作ったとこの会社のとこの
タロスの法則
ゲームだよな。そう、タロスの法則。ブレイドが作ったとこの会社のゲームだよな。でブレイド紹介されてたから、ウィットネスやるか。ね。お、つまんなそう。これやりてえな。ウィッシュリスト。これやりたいですね。もう次のゲームの話をしてる。まあ、ということで。マンホールっていうのは、
どうあってスマホのゲームかい。
スマホにいっぱいあるやん。ドアのアシュ。これですよね。マンホール。これね、まあ、ミストシリーズの、前作に当たるのかな。ゲームなんですけど。これね、最初は、もう、難しいな、ってなるんですよ。どこ行けばいいんだろう。積んだ、
ほうほう。
どこ行けばいいんだってなるんですよ。一通り、見て回ってね。で、このゲーム実は、どういうゲームかというと、目的もストーリーも何もなく、ただ、クリックするとキャラクターが喋る、おもちゃが動くというゲームなんですね。ミストを知ってるとね、どうやってこっから先に進むんだろうみたいな。謎解きを、
楽しそう。
どこに行けばいいんだろうってなるんですよ。このゲームやると。でもこのゲームはその目的はなくて。ただ、
オープンワールド
そう、ただのオープンワールド。歩き回って、いやー、綺麗な景色だったっていうだけのゲームなんで、ミストみたいになんか謎を解いて次のワールドに
そのモンスターに従ったら本に閉じ込められるとかはないんか。
違う違う、ないないないないこのモンスターと会話をして楽しいっていうこの豆の木を登ってこの世界に出て綺麗だなーっていうピコなんですよ、ピコ謎解きでもなんでもない。
ある意味で革新的。
そう。エデュケーションゲーム。ほら、A から Z までのアルファベットの読み方とかを勉強できるんですよ。ない。A って書いてあるボタンを押すと、A っていう音声が出て、ああ、これは A って読むんだなーってことが学べるゲームですね。子供にやらせたい。そんなゲームが3本。
ダイソーで売ってそう。
年いくつですか？ダイソーでゲームが売ってるなんて、そんな夢のような時代があったなんて、またまた大はじきとかね、やってましたね。ということで、プネウマ終わり。ありがとうございました。またなんかやります。ウィットネスやろう、今度。じゃあ、おつ。
お疲れ様でした。お疲れ様でした。